Is there a cure for misophonia? I'm just going to come right out and say it. No, I don't think there is. However, there are a wide array of things you can do to help manage your symptoms. I've struggled with misophonia for as long as I can remember, from a toddler up until today, and I'm 26 now. The things that enrage me the most, anything to do with food really, just kind of chewing, lip slapping, people taking stuff off their fork with their teeth, making that like horrible screechy noise, just anything like that, clanking against cutlery and bowls or plates, anything like that, it really annoys me. But it's not just limited to food either. It can be typing on a keyboard or even just breathing. Anyway, let's get into the things that I do that help my symptoms. These are just a few things that have helped me along the way over the last 20 odd years of misophonia. And the goal really is just to help anyone else who's struggling with the symptoms who might not have tried the same things that I've done. My first step would be when you know somebody's going to be making that noise, for example, they're about to have breakfast or they're about to eat, you literally just remove yourself from that situation. The things that I do is I casually just kind of go up into the other room, pretend I'm going off to do something when really I'll just be going in there and kind of sitting on my phone. It sounds really depressing, but anything is better than being enraged. Chances are it's someone you love who's eating this food right next to you if you're at home. So getting annoyed with them, it's a really horrible thing. So I take the decision to just leave the room and just get away from it wherever I can. Having said that, the main thing that's helped me personally is just being extremely open with the person who's making that noise or about to make that noise, or who you know is going to make that noise because they've done it every night that week. Obviously the risk is they're not going to take you seriously, as misophonia isn't really a widely recognised problem. Even I've spoken to therapists before and they've never heard of it. So clearly they're not getting a lot of people going up to them and asking them for help with the scenario. If for any reason the person you're telling doesn't take you seriously or just brushes you aside and just carries on, I'd revert back to step one and just try and get out of the room wherever you possibly can, put some headphones on, just anything you can do that isn't extremely rude but that you can get away with. But if you are lucky enough for the person to understand you and listen, even if they do keep making the noise afterwards, there's something in my mind that just gives me a lot of ease knowing that I have actually told them they know, and if they carry on, it's pretty insensitive. However, you have told them that. I don't know if that's like that for everyone, but for me, if I've told someone and they do carry on, it's better than having not said anything at all. The third and final thing for me is I would recommend counselling. I myself have had some cognitive behavioural therapy on the NHS. If you're outside of the UK, that's our health service. I did have to wait a year for it. Thanks, Boris. The therapy was used mostly for anxiety issues I've been having, mostly around health anxiety and hypochondria and just how to tackle those. But I did raise misophonia and they taught me ways to navigate my feelings and emotions, and I can't really relay all of that to you in this video because everyone's different and everyone reacts differently to certain things. So I would say again, if you do have the opportunity, do go and get yourself some therapy. I know it can be expensive, but if you have a health service, just sign up and if you can wait, just wait. When you get that call, you'll realise why, you'll think, why wasn't I doing this before? This is, it's a really great thing. I know these things aren't a cure. They're not the most perfect scenario in the world. It's not like you can just take a pill and it will all go away. But surely just making these little changes, they're going to lower your blood pressure. They're going to stop you wanting to rip the head off of that person next to you, which is actually a really conflicting feeling, because the chances are if you're eating next to someone, it's someone you like, someone you love, someone who's in your family. No matter how much you care for them, you do want to rip their head off, and that's okay to feel like that. That's misophonia. Best of luck, and if any of these solutions helped you, please do comment below. And if you have any of your own solutions, I'd always love to hear them.